Today on Beer Scientist, we'll be bottling our batch of Hoppy Amber Ale. Our Hoppy Amber Ale has fermented for 7 days in the secondary fermenter. Fermentation has stopped and we're going to go ahead and siphon this batch into our bottling bucket. Now this bottling bucket has a spigot that allows bottles to be easily and quickly filled. Before we siphon this batch, we want to get our final gravity. So we have our thief and our hydrometer. Final gravity will let us know the alcohol by volume of this beer. So we'll get a sample. Okay, and we can see our final gravity is 1.015. Before we can bottle our beer, we need to make a priming sugar bath. A priming sugar bath, in this case, is just 2 cups of purified water, 4.5 ounces of priming sugar, which is, in this case, corn sugar. We take this water and boil it. We add in the priming sugar, let it boil for another minute to make sure it's fully dissolved. Add in our priming sugar and let it boil for another minute. We've let our priming sugar bath boil for a minute. Now we're cooling it down to 80 degrees so we can add it into the rest of our batch. Our priming sugar bath has cooled down to below 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to go ahead and pour it into our bottling bucket. Now we're going to siphon our batch into our bottling bucket. The siphon will actually mix the priming sugar with the rest of the batch, integrating that raw corn sugar in with the rest of the batch, making it so that the yeast has enough sugar to start carbonating our beer. So we're going to just do a few quick plunges. And there we have it. We've started our siphon. We'll let this siphon for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and bottle our beer. So our batch is fully siphoned to our bottling bucket. We'll go ahead and prepare our bottling bucket to bottle this batch. Here you can see we've set up our bottling bucket with our bottling tube, a drip pan to catch any drips that happen during bottling, and 2 cases of sanitized, clean 12-ounce glass bottles. We're going to go ahead and fill this batch, fill as many bottles as possible. To bottle this batch, all we have to do is take a bottle, stick it in the bottling tube. That creates the flow going into the bottle. It takes a few seconds to fill the bottle. Alright, fill the bottle all the way up to the lip, take it off the tube, and you're done. So we're going to go ahead and do that to as many bottles as possible out of these 2 cases that we have. Filled 49 bottles with our Hoppy Amber Ale. So all we need to do now is cap each bottle with one of these metallic bottle caps. We'll just press it on with this butterfly capper that we have, making an airtight seal that will allow us to carbonate and age this beer for 3 weeks. So we just take one of these bottles, take this butterfly capper, push on down, and there we go. We have an airtight seal. Alright, so we'll do this for the rest of the bottles. We've bottled and capped our Hoppy Amber Ale. We've put all 49 bottles into the pantry where they will carbonate and age for the next 3 weeks. This has been the finishing and bottling of our Hoppy Amber Ale.